It is card number 139 from the 1953 Bowman Color set. Washington Senators Pete Runnels with those blue pinstripes and the red W on his cap and the nice cloudy blue sky in the background. Looks like he's ready to mash a baseball. And you may not know the name Pete Runnels, but hey, he should be proud of himself because he gets to be on a 1953 Bowman Color card. Pete Runnels was a shortstop. And on the back of his card, it says, Pete has had a short career in organized ball, but he shows great promise. That always sort of makes you wonder what this guy's career is going to be like. He was the Senators' regular shortstop in 52, his first full season in the majors, and he batted a nice .285 for 152 games. So if it is card number 139, it must be session number 139 of, you guessed it, Card Room Live, the not a show, however, the hangout for fellow vintage collectors, whether we have guests or not. Most of the time, we're here wasting time on 8 p.m. Sundays, looking at and talking about old cardboard, and through it all, we always try to make it time well wasted. And dare I say, we've made a good job of wasting time over these past 4 years. If you're here with us live, welcome to you. Welcome to my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to the commenters, the folks from all over social media land. If you're new to Card Room Live, make sure you say hello in the chat. This is the live stream where everybody knows your name. And if we don't know your name, we may get it wrong a couple times, but we'll get it soon enough. If you're listening to this later, however, maybe you're going to work, maybe you're coming home from work, maybe you're sorting cards, looking at eBay, rolling out the meatballs. Maybe you're making turkey meatloaf like I was just doing like literally 20 minutes ago. Maybe you're walking the dog, sitting on the John, not sitting on John, but rather sitting on the John. Apologies to all the Johns out there. Putting the kids to bed. Maybe you're battling raccoons in the backyard. Maybe you're wondering if Eddie Wakus could come up tonight in conversation. It's entirely possible tonight. It's not always possible, but it might happen tonight. You might be wondering what other kind of Mike Fuller we're going to get into. Whatever you might be doing, I hope you get something out of it. If you have ideas for future sessions, or you want to nominate yourself or another collector to jump on Card Room Live, you can always email me at bowman53channel@gmail.com. You can also find me on Instagram, Bowman53_Alex, on X 1953 Bowman Color, and on Blue Sky, Bowman53. And of course, all that information can be found in the description below. This session of Card Room Live is brought to you by Post Serials, free baseball trading cards on all 12 Post Serials. Can anybody name all 12 Post Serials? There's no prize if you can, except that you've got a hell of a memory for serious trivia. Take it from Whitey Ford. This card collection beats them all. 200 top big league stars from every team in the majors, and they're all free on all Post Serials, 12 different serials, so everybody can choose the one he or she likes best. Start your day a little bit better with a serial fresh from Post, and hey, who can beat some free baseball cards? So good evening to everybody. Happy Sunday night to all. Wrench holders assemble. Apparently they are assembled. Mike, the sports history collector, and Mr. Ranger Studios is here. Jay Hawker Vintage Cards, Mike is here. So we've got two mics already. There's a lot of mic discussion. Litzy Sports Cards is here. Rocket Rick, J18 Sports Cards is here. Good evening to you, Rick. Andrew Deutsch is here. Mike, another Mike Polina is here. Walter from Called Shot Cards is here. Good evening to you, Walter. Ross loves cards. The dog ate my card collector. That sounds traumatic. Maybe we need to have you on Card Room Live to explain what happened. But good evening to you. Mookie Chilson is here with the snark. What's up, Mookie? Rick Acosta, Dodger card collector, is here. Mr. Baseball Time Traveler is here. What's up, Rob? Good to see you. Jacob Dahl is here. Orlando, A Collector's Dream. Peacemaker Cards. Ruben Snyder is here. We're going to try to make it stimulating. I have no idea what's going to happen other than there's going to be some baseball cards. Kurt in Brooklyn is here with an avatar. Kurt, are you flirting with the idea of becoming a YouTube content creator? Because if you are, You've got an avatar now, so that's a step in the right direction. Good to see you. Lou Rock TV is here. I knew that already, though. That's a little hint. Steven with a PH is here. What's up, Steven? Good to see you. Melissa is here. Good to see you, Melissa. Hello, Mr. 3D 80s card John. And Larry is here. And I may be missing some folks. Dan, Vintage Baseball PC is here. Mr. Tony Psyched on Baseball Cards is here. Dean Gearhart, who definitely collects it all, is here. Beat Up Cards, that's a great name. Maxa Jackson, not a lot of people know this, but Alex is legally obligated to say hello to me. Hello, Max. Mike is here. Mike Good, that is. Alex, you'll have to collect the black and white set so we can still have a hangout after you've gone through all the color set. Yes, Mike, you bring up an interesting question that's been going on for many years now, which is what's going to happen after session 160? You're going to have to wait and hang around to find out. Mr. John Mangini from the Mangini collection is here. Killer Brew 3, Kurt is here. You miss Eddie Wakus. Don't worry, Eddie Wakus is with us still. Warren D in the CLE, Chris from Missouri. And I want to make sure that I don't forget anybody. I think I'm caught up. I want to give a quick shout out. If you haven't noticed, I got a new shirt today. A shout out to my friend Dave from Legends of the Dugout, who made the shirt and gave it to everybody from 2 Nationals ago at the Cleveland. I'm sure many of you know, a whole bunch of us stayed at this house that lovingly became known as the Frat House. Well, so here's the shirt. And what I love about this, you can see it says the Frat House and it says Cleveland 2024 on it. What I like about this job that Dave did is it actually makes the Frat House seem like a very warm and cozy place. I think it's the font because it's like very Christmas Story, right, with the Christmas wreath. Of course, the Christmas Story house is not too far, and I think a number of the members of the Frat House went to the Christmas Story house while we were in town. It actually makes me miss the Frat House somehow. So, Dave, I don't know how you managed to do that, but the shirt is awesome. I'll show the back real quick. Bunch of our names, or everybody that stayed at the house is on there. This is a great keepsake, a really well done job by Dave. Everybody in the Frat House got them. I think most of them got it at the National. I did not go to the National, so Dave was nice enough to send it to me. So Dave, thank you. It's one of those things that makes being in the community a great thing. It's not just about baseball cards. It's about making friends and making memories. So having gone through all of that, it's time to get our guests in here for a fun, spirited round of Show a Card. So here we go. We've got 3 folks waiting in the wings. This first guy has been on here almost as much as I've been. There.
There it is.
Yeah,
I got mine.
Absolutely. What's up, Jason?
Not too much. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. Thanks for being here.
Yes, I'm excited to do this, and I want to keep Ruben stimulated and tantalized. So we're going
okay.
to do whatever we can.
I'm leaving that to you. Okay. Next up, another fellow YouTuber who's been on Card Room Live a bunch of times, Mr. Lou Rock TV. What's up, Lou?
What's up? Jason, I don't know how you have the time. You're on every freaking live stream, bro.
I have dumbed it down, guys.
You got two shows, your own channel, and every live stream's special guest. God,
and I'm still one of the smallest channels on YouTube. That's how much people like me, Lou.
But Lee, stay busy, brother. Stay busy.
Always got time for some baseball cards, right?
That's right.
And last but not least, first time guest, the rookie,
Poppin' Cherry.
Jeff, fine card collector. Jeff, how are you tonight?
What's up, Alex? Thanks for having me. Great intro. And with Jason and Lou, I mean, I feel like a freshman that's been invited to the senior party here. So,
Lou's gonna make you do a beer bong later, Jeff.
Very much appreciate it.
Hey, he's a freshman. He'll be drinking Zimas. Watermelon spritzer. I wanted to say he's been inspiring me. I don't want people thinking Petty and Jeff were the only ones with good hair. So I've been growing my hair out.
The bottom
been
half
inspiring
has
me.
the hair, the top half have the hats. Yeah. All right. Yeah, look at this group, right? Absolutely. If anybody isn't following any of these gentlemen, our trusty wrench holders, I'm sure, are on it and are going to share their channel links in the chat. So you should make sure to subscribe to these guys. All right, so we're going to do a fun and spirited round of show a card. Anybody who has not been on Card Room Live before, here's how this works. A few days ago, I sent a whole bunch of prompts to these guys, asking them to pull cards based on the prompt. I have no idea which cards these guys have pulled. They don't know what each other has pulled. We're going to see what happens. And this is really just kind of a fun way to see what's in these guys' collections and also just to get some stories going and some cards on the screen. And yeah, I don't think there's anything more to it than that. Maybe we should come up with like some kind of a contest to this somehow. I don't know. I haven't really thought this through, but for right now, we're just going to do some show a card. All right. So we're going to start with the guest, the new guy. And we're going to go with number one. So Jeff, the first question is to show a card that everyone on YouTube has forgotten you own. Now you're in a unique position here because we haven't forgotten anything you've done so far. But go ahead.
Well, I had to take this very literal. So, you know, I only have 30 videos on here, right? So I literally went through and wrote down all 30 of my videos and the cards I showed. Right?
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
A plus for homework, Jeff.
Yeah. So I did that. And then I wrote down which cards that I showed in every video. And I looked at which video had the least amount of views.
Oh, wow. Holy shit.
So that is the card I'm going to show. I'm going to show you the card that I showed on one of my channels that had like 88 views. So
I wish I had asked you better questions. You like put a lot of work into this, man.
That's crazy. The amount of work.
A lot of time.
Bro,
I gotta come out with a bang.
How do you say I like Excel spreadsheets and type A without saying it?
All right. So again, it's a card that I showed in my third video. I picked this up. My least amount of views on that video, but that is the 2001 Bowman Heritage Albert Pujols rookie card. And I had said in the video that this is my favorite Albert Pujols rookie card. I know it's not one of his most popular, probably the black and white image, but I love it. And so I picked this up and showed this in my video. So that is probably the card that I showed that is the least memorable or forgotten about.
Well, one thing's for sure, no one is ever going to forget now that you have that card. It's like etched in my brain now. Okay, Lou, we're going to you next. All right.
Here's a 50 Bowman Eddie Wait. Oh, Eddie Waitkus.
Oh, there it was.
My bad.
Wah, wah.
Well, I did this more for my Chicago brothers, you know, the vet and the rook.
That's right.
So I don't think I've ever showed this card, but
Nice.
everyone was chasing this card back in the day, and I was one of them. And I was happy when I finally hit one and ripped it. So
Is that from back in the day? Is that one that you found?
Oh yeah,
That's
from
great.
back in the day when I was a kid, 91.
That's the one you pulled from a pack?
Yeah, ripping.
Nice.
Just ripping.
Nice.
That's
Awesome.
perfect.
Yeah, so I did that for you guys, little Chicago. I want to show some basketball cards, but I kept the baseball.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate it.
And Jeff did a good job. No glare, first time live.
Right.
I mean, I've been trying. I've been working at it.
You were like practicing earlier. Okay.
I mean, I was.
All right, Jason.
All right. I didn't put as much thought into it as Jeff did. Basically, I was just.
I don't
You don't
think
need
anybody
to.
ever has.
You've made your presence. You don't need to.
I couldn't even tell you what I showed and what I haven't shown, but I did pull this one and I got it about 2 years ago. And I said, you know what? I don't think I've shown it since I actually purchased it. So it's my 55 Bowman Campy.
Campy, nice.
I love Campy.
Bought that off of my buddy at my first Strongsville show, the 2 Strongsville shows ago. So off of my buddy Joe. And that was the very first card I bought off of him. And for those who know now, I bought several more cards off of him since then, and maybe be showing a few of those throughout the day here.
Beautiful.
Sweet. Sick.
All right, Jeff, back to you. Show a card from a set that you think is underrated.
All right. Are you not showing cards? You don't show cards?
I'm not showing cards. There's too many,
all right,
there's too
all
many
right.
of you guys.
Well, I ended up pulling
not
out
enough
like
time.
literally for every single one of these categories. I pulled out like 3 cards just in case each of you like showed similar ones, and I had one to pull up. So I guess that makes my job easier today.
Yeah,
my
you
gosh,
can
you're
break
a
the
cat.
rules, by the way. Don't be afraid to break the rules.
I would be
Overthinking.
stunned if I have every category covered, but we'll give that a shot.
Yeah.
All right.
I got back
So
up.
I'm going to go with this one. There's probably a lot better ones out there, but I love this set personally. This is a fairly recent pickup, but it's the 1975 SSPC set, right? SSPC. Yep. I love this set. The set has a great story. It's an unlicensed set. It was kind of created resembling the 53 Bowman set. The guys that created this thing got sued and, couldn't distribute it, but some of them got out there, and it's a really great set. And it's really funny because there's really great images in this set. And what I love about this set is it's a 1975, and you have the George Brett, you have the Robin Yount, and you have I think you got a Jim Rice and a Gary Carter all in this set, right? So 75 tops are all of their rookie cards. And those 4 cards are in this set also, or those players. And then this card, the reason I showed this one is just the Dennis Eckersley, right? Another Hall of Famer whose rookie card is the Topps 76, but he has this card in that set, in that 75. So I love this card, young Dennis Eckersley. I love the set in general. And it's not just about the Hall of Famers or the rookie cards in the set, because the set has a ton of crazy and fun photos of baseball players. So it's a great set. I think it's underrated, super cheap. You could pick all of these basically rookie year players up in a high grade for like under $30. So I love the set.
Jeff, can you do me a favor real quick? Show the back of the card.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go.
Great.
So
Cool.
Little write-up on the back. And actually, I think I read Keith Olbermann. You know that name, Keith Olbermann.
Yeah,
I think he wrote all the descriptions for these cards. So
Right.
pretty cool story.
Yeah, he's a great collector too.
Is he? I didn't even know he collected.
Yeah, he's got a massive collection.
Oh,
Huge
wow.
collection.
Yeah. A lot of autographed baseballs too. Lou, go ahead.
So one of my favorite sets is 86 tops traded, just because of all the monster rookies. I'm 44. Jeff is 44. We're the same age. That's why I think I gravitate to his channel. We collect all the stuff he collects. I'm really into.
Thank you.
But I love 86 so much, which is why I love 1964 tops. 1964 tops reminds me of 86 with the bold team title up top, the nice photography.
Yeah.
The players are focused right in the middle. Clear lines, legible. It's just a simple design, but I love it so much because it reminds me of 86. And this is my 64 mantle. I bought it at a show for like $100, $110, ungraded. And then Fisher Bike was doing a big submission. He's like, "Hey, you got any cards?" I'm like, "Yeah, throw this in there," and came back a 4. But love this card.
Nice.
Love 64. So sick.
Awesome card.
Sweet. All right, Jason.
All right, so as of late, my collecting has kind of taken a turn, right? I've gone down
You don't
other
say.
rabbit holes that I was previously, researching a year prior. So this set, I feel, is probably one of the most underrated sets. I know for a fact that Lou loves this set, and I know he loves this set because you can see it in his background. 1964 Aurora Vision Records, 16 in the set, 4 image variations from 62. Haven't shown one in forever due to the path that I've been going down, but this is the 64 Mantle, and I absolutely love them. And if you want to talk about affordability, these are affordable, folks, and you can get them in good shape, very cheap, They make awesome decorations. Just look at Lou's background. So simple enough. And I think that one's at the top, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Hey, I don't have this one hung up yet, but
Yeah,
brother,
there you go. And
I've been preaching.
Like
I
10
love
bucks,
these.
Lou? What, like $10, $15, something like that for that?
This was actually a gift.
Okay.
So, but I will say for Roger Maris, Yankees are always a premium. I would say 20, 25.
Okay.
Unpunched.
Right.
I always like the unpunched version.
All mine are unpunched.
But
I got a great question here from G's Mikey, guys. Has anybody ever played that Mantle record?
No, but there is a YouTube channel. If you look up Aurora Vision Records, that plays every single record, and you can listen to every one of them. Because all of mine are unpunched as well, and I have two of the 4 image variations. I need 2 more. I need the Rocky.
That Willie. I need Willie.
Yeah, I got the Willie's phenomenal. It's a beautiful, beautiful image.
What year is that? Is that a 64, 62? What was that?
64.
64 is the actual Aurora Vision set. 62 was the test proofs. There are several out of 62 that are the same images, but 4 of them were different. Calavito, Gentile, Mantle, and I'm missing one, and one more, but I can't think off the top of my head.
The Rocky will be pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's expensive. It's like the Rocky and the Gentile are going to be more expensive than the Mantle. I have the Mantle variation, but it's hard to find the Rocky, man. It'll be $100, $150.
Yeah, you got those pockets of fans. I mean, he was a fan favorite.
Yep,
absolutely.
He was a fan favorite, absolutely. Got to show an Aurora Vision. Look at that background Lou's got. That's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
Good for you.
All right. Jeff, back to you. Show a card that has a YouTuber story behind it.
All right. Well, I only have really 2 cards that have YouTuber stories. One is baseball, one's basketball. Is this are we strictly baseball here?
Whatever you want.
You can break the rules, man.
Cardboard, baby. Cardboard.
Or just show them both. I don't know.
Sure.
No, okay. You know what? I'll show them both, and it'll be really quick, right? So, first one, I'll show this one. My first VR that I ever did, right, was for Donnie over at Vintage Card Collecting Victories, right? He had a VR. He was doing a subscriber giveaway contest, and he had a few cards. He was giving 3 away. I did the VR. I was one of the winners of it, and I ended up winning this card from him. So that is the T205 Tom Downey, which is really cool because, you know, I used to have a few pre-war cards. I don't have any pre-war cards now. And, sorry, I should show the back. But I don't have any pre-war cards now. I'm kind of working my way back. You know, he had the contest. I did the VR. I ended up winning this. So kind of scratched that itch for me actually getting into the pre-war stuff again. So I have that. So I'm very appreciative of that. And then also another one that I wanted to show is, and this was a gift, right? So I did a video on this last week, but Steve over at Reb Steve's Cards, he put out a video about a week ago, and he referenced me in the video. And he showed a card that he thought, a couple cards that represented me. And one of them was a Michael Jordan card. It's a 90s insert. And he ended up, you know, asking me if I had it. And long story short, he ended up gifting it to me. So I owe him. I have an idea of what I'm getting him back. But he sent me this. It's the 1997 Metal Universe Championship Michael Jordan All Millennium. So beautiful insert. I'm a Jordan collector. And so I love this card. There's the back. And again, a very, very generous gift, right? Because it's not cheap, you know, and Jordans are expensive. So he could have sold this, bought something else, nice for himself, but he chose to gift it to me. So now I owe him. But that's kind of my 2 YouTube story pickups.
That's great, man. And there's more to come, I'm sure. And that's the fun thing about some stuff that shows up in your collection eventually is when you look at it, you don't actually even look at the card anymore. You just think of the person that gave it to you, which is
right. And I have like that with this card, you know, I have the note that Donnie gave me with it. And then same thing here with Steve, right? This is Steve's note with it. So they accompany these cards and they're special, you know? So
right. Definitely. All right, Lou.
Yeah, you'll learn, man, because the community is awesome. I've been trying to put this scrapbook together. I've been on YouTube 6 years, trying to put this scrapbook of all the letters, the cards. It's awesome. You'll love it. And I like breaking rules too. I got a Jordan right here, brother. Just for you guys. Nice little Natural Born Thriller on the desk, chilling.
Yes.
But I'm a Knicks fan, so I didn't appreciate him till after. Because the double nickel in the Garden still kills me. All right. So I'm doing this because I'm hoping he's watching. He was one of my favorite YouTube channels, and he hasn't done a video in 3 years. I've texted him a couple of times. Life is good. Life gets in the way, but he's good. But if you guys can remember Ryan, Hot Corner Collections, he was a modern collector, always ripping stuff, always had phenomenal autographs, relics, just great stuff. One of his favorite products was Topps Archive. And he always ripped it. He was always funny. You know, he'll get like, you know, a fan favorite and was like Roberto Kelly or something. But one time he ripped it and he hit this 1-of-1 CC Sabathia.
Wow.
Damn.
My boy Ryan at Hot Corner Collections. And I just simply said, I'm like, congrats, homie. That is a phenomenal, phenomenal card. And he's not a Yankee fan. But he just hearted the comment. Next thing I know, a couple weeks later, this shows up in my mailbox.
That's
so
great.
Of course, I call him up. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? This is a future Hall of at the time. This is a future Hall of Famer. What are you doing? He's like, I know you'll appreciate that card a lot more than I would. And he sent me a 1-of-1 CC, beautiful auto.
Wow.
Of CC Sabathia, man. So Ryan, come back to YouTube. We need you. You're a modern collector. I love baseball cards in general. It's not just vintage versus modern. Let's just get along, baby.
Yeah.
Kumbaya, says Lou.
Yeah,
Kumbaya.
absolutely. I think we've had more modern than vintage so far anyway, right? It's all good. Jason.
All right, so my story is not a real long one. It was actually a gift. We had the National this year in Chicago, as everybody knows. So I did my due diligence to help people out, picking them up at airports and things of that nature. And I picked up one of my buddies, and he said he had a gift for me, and it was Sammy Thunder. And he gifted me this thing. So the W515-2 Ray Schulk hand cut card from 1923. And that is just crazy generous, blank back, obviously strip card, hand cut, but just a beautiful, beautiful example. The reason I show this is because it's from my buddy Sammy, great friend, awesome gift, too generous. But I always think of my good friend Dom at Staven Sports Card when it comes to Ray Schulk, because I know he's a huge Ray Schulk fan and thinks that he is well-deserved to be in the Hall of Fame. So therefore, I love showing Ray Schulk and instantly think of my friend Dom, who loves Ray Schulk. So.
Dom, where are you, man? Let's hear about it.
Yeah, he'll be the first one to tell you, boo, no, he's got no business being in the Hall. All of my White Sox guys, he gets no love. Harold Baines gets no love. All of my White Sox guys.
Oh, man. All right. So great cards, guys. Let's go back to Jeff. Now, I left this one super wide open. Can be interpreted a lot of different ways. It'll be cool to see what you guys picked. Show a card that gets you all nostalgic about baseball cards. Jeff.
All right. Well, I pulled out two, but I'm deciding to show one because one of them is an 80s card. So it's, that's easy, right? Because I grew up in the 80s. But I'm going to show this one, and this is not the exact card, but this is the card, So for me, this card right here, the 1970 Topps Thurman Munson rookie card, this card brings back a lot of nostalgia. And the reason for that is, and here's the back, and the reason for that is, I was collecting cards in the 80s, right? Late 80s and early 90s. And at one point, my grandma realized that I was collecting cards, and she one day brought me a shoebox, literally a shoebox full of baseball cards over. And she had said, these were your dad's old baseball cards. And my dad doesn't even really remember, but what they were, it was a box of, there was 1970s, 1971s, and then all these years in between of nothing. And then there was a bunch of 1979s and a bunch of 1980s. Mm-hmm. Well, at the time, I didn't really know any of these players, right? I mean, there was a handful that I knew, but I didn't know any of these players. And I remember literally sitting there with a Beckett and looking up each card in the Beckett to see how much it was worth, right? At that time, that's all I cared about. So I was looking up each card. Well, and I remember getting to the Thurman Munson, and there was like 5 of these in there, like 5 Thurman Munsons in this box. And I remember seeing the value, and I don't know what the value was in Beckett at the time. You know, it might have been, $100 or.
But the arrow was up.
I don't really remember. Arrow going up.
Who knows how high it could go?
And, but I remember thinking like, I'm rich, like I got like 5 of these cards, So, and there was some other good ones, but this is the one that, again, I just remember there was like 5 of them in there, and it was expensive. And, I was on top of the mountain, after finding that box. And I thought I was the coolest kid, with all my friends on having this expensive card. And so that brings back a lot of memories for me.
Sweet. That's a great story.
Yeah.
Real quick before we move on to Lou, shout out Craig Kreinler, who apparently, Jason, he's got your back.
Yes, sir. Babe Ruth called him the best defensive catcher of his era.
That's all you need to know, right?
That's all you need to know.
Yeah. All right, Lou, go for it.
This card I've shown many times, but is the answer to the question. It's the first vintage card I ever had. It's the first Roberto Clemente I ever had. I was in 6th grade. Got it for Christmas from my mother. She still complains how much she spent on it. It was $35. She went to the card store. She bought. I still got the boxes that she, I got stuff written on it. All the guys I love. This was 6th grade me. Value up to $100. I was adding everything up in the Beckett. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm rich. This is $100, a bunch of comics. But it was 3 of those 800 count boxes. I have the 3rd one there, and then this card was sitting on top in a snap tight. 73, Roberto Clemente.
Nice.
And this is my casket card. Luckily, because it's only like a $70 card. So this one, I'm happy it stays with me. I don't think the wife will miss it when I'm gone. But this is everything to me. It's the first vintage card I ever had. And mind you, I was in 6th grade, so this was like 90. The card was maybe 20 years old, if that. And I thought it was the oldest card in the world. It was the 90s, This is a 73 card. I'm like, oh my God, this card is so old. But it's my first vintage card, my first Clemente. And I got it for Christmas, and still, as Super Mario Bros. 3 was a close second, but this was the best Christmas I ever had.
Oh my God, I could play Super Mario 3 right now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's like that 70s Thurman Munson, right? Like those cards were ancient to me. I've never seen cards older than that. And so I just thought those were like the coolest, oldest cards out there, So I get that feeling.
Right. All right, Jason.
All right. Well, this was a tough question because there's a ton of cards that represent, as collectors, you love so many different things. The direction that I'm turning now, though, this really, really just is the quintessential baseball card to me that really shouts out, this is why I collect. It's my team, so it's a player from my team. It's one of the sets that I love collecting right now. It's the 1937 Gaudy Wide Pen Type 4 Luke Appling. So that card right there, you've got the faux signature, even the pre-war, the Type 4s are on this kind of yellowish parchment paper stock. I think that's phenomenal. The image with the background and the stands is just amazing to me. I love this card. And this was the early goings, blank back, was the early goings to my pre-war rabbit hole. And I absolutely love this thing. It's actually displayed in my desk. Most of these cards will get put away, but this one just goes back in the stand and it's displayed in my desk. And when I look at that, I think that is what baseball card collecting is all about. So that fit the criteria for me. One of many, but that was one of them.
It's a great photograph. In the background, is that a bat rack? It was hard.
Yeah. So initially, I thought it was a fence, but I believe it's a bat rack when you get real close. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So when I looked at it carefully, I'm like, yeah, that's a bat rack. So that's exactly right. So
that's awesome. Yeah. And it's gotten to the point, Jason, when I see those, I think of you now. Like that's your wheelhouse.
Yeah, it is. And you know what? They're inexpensive. They're beautiful images and perfect for the way I collect. So
pre-war oversize.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, everyday pre-war oversized collector.
There might be some more of that getting shown in this episode, just so you know.
All right. Back to Jeff. Show a card of a mythic player. And this should be interesting because that's entirely up to you to decide.
Yeah, I don't know if I have the definition right, but I don't have much before 1960, right? I have some Mantles in the 60s, or I'm sorry, in the 50s, and I got a Jackie Robinson. So this card there's 2 players on it. This is the best I can come up with. So it's the 1962 Topps Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig card from the Babe Ruth story. And, the reason I just decided this card is just because, you hear so many stories as a kid growing up about Babe Ruth, more so than Lou Gehrig, but of Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig. And it's just, it's my only copy of any sort of Babe Ruth, eventually one day, hopefully, I can acquire a Babe Ruth playing days card. But, I just thought it was, just with all the stories and being a kid and watching, the Sandlot and the Great Bambino and all of that stuff, it just seems like he was larger than life, and I don't know, a mythic player, maybe. I don't know. Is that the right definition?
Yeah, you got 2 mythic players on one, man.
That's perfect. Perfect.
Yeah,
great card. That's a great card.
Absolutely. Lou, go for it.
So for me as a kid, it was a great time to love sports. I mean, the 80s and 90s were just filled with legends. You had Gretzky, you had Jordan, and you had this guy, Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I didn't know you were allowed to play 2 sports. I was like, he could do that? And then when I saw this card, I was like, I had to have. I mean, this guy's running up walls. He's got a cannon from center. He's crushing balls left and right. And then he had a cartoon called Pro Stars with Jordan and Wayne Gretzky.
That's right.
And they were like superheroes, but they used their athletic ability as their superpower. Like he was launching footballs at bad guys, and Jordan was jumping over like bank robbers. It was, as a kid, it was the best show. And I loved Bo Jackson for it. And just to see the stuff he did, I didn't know people could do that. And then you see him play football, and he's just crushing cats, running 4-3 and running people over. The stuff he did was legendary. And if he never got hurt, he would have been in the Hall of Fame in both sports. I truly, truly believe that.
And
Best
you know what, Lou?
Injectable.
I really believe that, anybody younger, you guys are a little bit younger than me, but once you hit that 40 and below, I don't think people understand. He was possibly the greatest athlete ever. And I'm a huge Jordan fan. And believe it or not, I'm not showing one Jordan today, but if you ask me who was the greatest athlete of all time, it might be Bo Jackson. I mean, he was just amazing. Everything he did. And he ran track at Auburn and was breaking records running track in college. I mean, he was ridiculous. He lives about half an hour away from me. He's still local in the Chicago area. So very, very good call on that.
Yeah, he's up there with Jim Thorpe, but yes, I agree. Bo Jackson was crazy, but.
And Lou, back to your Nintendo reference, the Raiders were the team to play or to beat
Tecmo Bowl, bro.
Bo Jackson, best player in the game.
Oh my God, bro! I will run 100 yards backwards, get everyone tired, and then run back.
Yes.
He ran 20 yards. Yeah.
My whole agenda in that game was I never passed. I ran the ball every single time. And at the end of the game, the whole agenda was just to see how many rushing yards you can have. You'd have like 450 rushing yards.
Me and my brother were used to get in fights to see who could get the Raiders first. Because like once you have the Raiders, you're going to win.
Yep.
We need to have a follow-up Nintendo session.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, Jason.
Well, I think that Jeff kind of nailed it. When you think mythical, right? You think of players that you might not have seen, but you've heard a lot about. Living legends would be Michael and Gretzky in my world. But the most mythical athlete in baseball, in my opinion, is Babe Ruth. So I'm showing the 1929 fashion.
Wow,
Babe Ruth, and
throwing fire.
Yeah, just the fact that I own a Playing Days Babe Ruth was just an honor to me. I'm absolutely thrilled to have this. I had a buddy involved with it. My buddy Aaron at Value Vintage and I kind of teamed up, and he hooked me up with this again. The cash-ins are blank back, but just a beautiful, beautiful Playing Days card of Ruth. And as far as Ruth goes, if the number on the top of the plastic doesn't mean much to you, this is what I would call a semi-affordable Ruth when it comes to Babe. So I mean, we all know he's gonna demand a premium, but you can find this in somewhat of an affordable area, if you will. But,
right. I will say, maybe I shouldn't, but I'm going to say it.
Do it.
It's not just a Babe Ruth card, because there are other Playing Days Babe Ruths, but in my opinion, there are some Playing Days Babe Ruths where it's like, okay, it's a Playing Days Babe Ruth, but it's not really that great a looking card. That's a beautiful card, and not only that, it's nice and big, and it's deservedly like going to get your eyes' attention in a display. So I think that's great.
Yeah, I tell people, I know I'm the oversized guy, but if you're looking oversized, I mean, I'm an oversized guy when it comes to cards and weight. That's about it. But if you're looking for a Ruth, cash-in is a fantastic way to go. The Butterfingers, the 34 Butterfingers is great, and then he's also got I think it's is it a Oats or a Quaker Oats in 34? That's a beautiful image as well. So those are great options if you're looking for a beautiful Ruth image.
All right, guys. Somehow we've got 15 minutes left.
Pick up the pace.
Yeah, we're nowhere near. Maybe we'll do like a part 2 at some point, guys. But let's just keep going in order. Show a card that features a catcher, Jeff.
All right. Well, I'll just show and be quick.
Do a little
I'll just show a card.
You know what? I got better cards to show, but I'm just going to show this one because I don't think you guys would show this, but I just love the image on this card. The 92 Bowman, that was an amazing set in the 90s, expensive set at that time, trying to buy packs, but 1992 Bowman Piazza, right? In that catcher's stance with all his gear on, or most of his gear on, but great card. Didn't think you guys would show it again. I got better catcher's cards to show, but decided to show that one.
That was a dope card.
Great card.
Lou.
It's good to show different stuff. That's why I showed the Bo Jackson.
Yeah, definitely.
No Story, 69. Johnny Bench is his best card.
That's his best card for sure.
Yeah. And I mean, I know he doesn't have too much, but he has the catcher's glove and he's kneeling. So
he's one of the best of all time. Yeah.
It's my favorite catcher card.
Well, Lou, I'm glad because I pulled that out too, Lou. So I'm glad I showed the
what was it 71 Thurman your next one? Because I have that one on backup.
Shout out to Nina. It's good to see you, Nina.
There we go.
Oh,
not known for necessarily being a catcher. 1936 311 National.
Love that.
Jimmy Fox. One of my favorite images of all time. Just a beautiful, beautiful image.
That's one of the best images right there.
Yeah, I love that, Jason. You showed that the other day in your video, and I was like, wow, that's a beautiful, beautiful image.
Yeah, I love it. It's fantastic. And again, if you don't care about the number, it can be affordable. I'm keeping mine ungraded. So
yeah.
This next one goes out to our buddy Scott at Reindeer Studios. Show a card, Jeff, that features a bunt.
Mini Minoso, no.
Features a bunt. All right, I got 2. Let's go with Sammy Sosa. 90 Leaf, a player not known for bunting, but
I was gonna say I didn't even know that existed.
It happens.
Are you guys gonna show that one too?
Yes, just because I didn't think anyone would, but
that's why I did it.
The only guy with 3 seasons with 60 home runs.
Yes,
and the season he led the league with 50 home runs, and here you got a card. His probably his best card, bunting.
Yes.
So the guy is legendary, but yeah, that's why I picked it. Home run hitter.
I love you, Scott. I love you, Scott. This is for you. You're the best, baby. I love you.
That's a sick card.
This one is autographed. Actually, was a gift from my good friend, Mr. Missouri. Chris from Missouri gifted this to me. So awesome gift.
That's one. I mean, his auto could get kind of crazy. That thing is sharp.
Yeah, just and pretty.
Hey, Doc's Cards, welcome, and I hope you subscribe to all these gentlemen.
He's
hope
new.
You come back next Sunday night. Jeff, back to you. Show a card of a Yankee player.
Yeah.
Okay, so really quick, who are you? Is anybody going to show a mantle?
No.
Okay, I
Already
wasn't
showed
either,
one.
but I will because you guys are not.
Already
It's actually like good when everybody shows the same card.
Yeah.
Just so you know, like
Okay. Well, then never mind. I won't do that again. I'm gonna show. This is a card I love of Mantl's, and I overpaid for this one because I love the centering on it. It actually came with a pre-war card collector A, which obviously I don't care about, but it just had it, right? But I love this card of Mantle. It's a beautifully centered copy. That's what I was looking for in this, and that's the copy I bought. Again, I overpaid a little bit when I bought it. Now I think it's what it's worth. But again, I just love this Mantle card. One I always wanted.
Dope.
Beautiful
that's
card.
all that matters, man. If you love it, that's all that matters.
Yep.
Super sick.
Overpay doesn't mean anything anymore. You got it. It's yours.
Yeah.
Lou.
All right, I'm bringing it back. I showed a little vintage earlier. Gonna bring it back to the king of New York right now.
Yeah.
El Capitan, Aaron Judge, 2013 Bowman Sterling auto. Super sick. I don't want to say too much, but I hope the Yankees are winning right now. We can't get swept. Someone give me the score. Someone put the score up.
I'm gonna
the score. And Jason, up to you.
I'm gonna keep with my theme. Bill Dickey, 39 Gaudi Premium.
Ooh.
Beautiful image. Absolutely love this set.
Wow.
Again, oversized, but I love it. Fantastic backs on these. Gives you a little tutorial on whatever the image might be, how to catch behind the bat. So great image, a great Hall of Famer, and without him might not be any Yogi Berra. So important.
That's so cool. That image is awesome because like you have to imagine that there would have been stands in the back of the original photograph, right? And they just kind of painted them out. It's so cool. It's kind of like almost theatrical.
And then, they're kind of soft. There's kind of a soft tone around them, like almost a feathered edge, which was pretty advanced in 39. This was all done by hand. So,
right.
So that's, people would say, oh, it looks airbrushed. Well, there was no airbrush in 39. So it's amazing what they captured.
Wow.
Right.
Beautiful, Jason.
All right, Jeff, back to the top. Show a card of a White Sox player.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with this one because I don't think you guys will show this. But if you were collecting in 1992, besides the Bowman, man, this was the card to have. This 92 Fleer Rookie Sensations Frank Thomas card. Just a tough card. You had to pull it. They only came in cello packs. So was a tough card, was an expensive card back in 1992, 93. Frank Thomas was on fire then. And so it was just one of the best cards you could pull or get back then. So I love this card. Always loved it.
Awesome. All right, Lou.
I'll be quick because who collects White Sox players anyways? It was hard to find one.
I knew that was going to be the case with Lou. Yes. I knew it was.
But I decided to pick Venezuelan superstar, the only 56 Hall of Fame rookie card in the set, Luis Aparicio.
Great card. Beautiful
Nice.
card.
Dope. But I found a decent White Sox player. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going off the map. My guy's not even a Hall of Famer. He's in the Hall of Very, Very Good. 1951 Bowman, Billy Pierce.
Oh, it's a great card.
Yeah, absolutely love the set. Phenomenal card. He's borderline Hall of Fame. I think his numbers are probably comparable to. We've had discussions about this with friends. Comparable to Mark Burley. So Hall of Very, Very Good. But I wanted to show something a little different.
All right, let's pick it up.
Nice one. Show a card of a rookie that you're fond of, Jeff.
All right. Well, I wasn't sure if it was a rookie of a player I'm fond of or a rookie card I'm fond of. So I just went with rookie card I'm fond of. And this one is nostalgic to me as well. But this is the 68 Nolan Ryan rookie card.
Sure.
And the reason for this is because, and Jason, I don't know if you remember the story, but back, in probably 1989, 1990, 91, somewhere in there, I lived in a town called Addison, Illinois. And there was a whole story about a kid going into a baseball card shop and buying a Nolan Ryan for $12. It was listed for $1,200. I think it was $1,200 or maybe $1,400. But a kid went in there. I think there was somebody filling in for the owner, and they ended up, and somebody bought the card for $12.
Yeah.
And so then there was this whole controversy with it. They went to court about this card, and they ended up. I don't actually know what ended up happening with it, but I think they had to actually. I think they ended up donating it or something, or the sale of it went to. They ended up selling it or auctioning it or whatever, and the sale went to charity or whatever it is. But I just remember that story as a kid, and it's just always been a card that always a rookie card that I wanted. And whenever I end up selling some stuff off and buying stuff again, it's always one of the first things I buy again. So that's why I'm fond of it.
Awesome
Great.
card.
All right, Lou.
I'm gonna be fast because I got a lot of cool cards I want to show. So this card made me cry for Christmas. You guys saw it because I put it up on YouTube because I'm a content creator. I was looking for this card for a year. My wife found it for me, and it was higher than I ever expected. 19. Wow. Look at this beautiful card. I mean, look at this. Campy.
Beautiful card.
Oh. I've just been attacking this set. I love the set. I love the colors. And Campy was a card I was attacking for a long time. And I just fell in love with the 49 Bowmans. So
great card.
Yeah, made me cry for Christmas. So that's why I'm fond of it.
Great. Love it. My wife would never buy me a baseball card.
Play this back for her.
Right. Non-Hall of Famers need love. My guy, 1950 Bowman, Sherm Lawler, before he was with the White Sox. You can find these for virtually nothing, maybe $10. First American League catcher to win a Gold Glove, and my guy, my White Sox.
Nice.
Figured that's something a little different.
Heck yeah.
All right. Show an 80s card to throw everyone off, except it's not really going to throw anybody off because we've had a lot of 80s stuff tonight. Jeff.
All right. I got a Barry Bonds card, I guess, to throw everyone off.
Okay.
This is my 87 opening day Barry Bonds.
Nice.
Wow.
And if you
My guy, yeah.
Sneaky.
Sneaky threw you off. It's not Barry Bonds. It's Johnny Ray. So it's the Johnny Ray, Barry Bonds error card. Just a great card. There's the back. I don't know how rare it is. It's
sneaky expensive, bro.
I was just going to say,
in my opinion, it's way more expensive than it should be. I needed it. I love the iconicness of it, I guess.
Yeah.
I needed it. My wife loves hearing that. Baby, I need this.
But I love it. But I love it as well. So it's near and dear. So, all right.
I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
This card is always on my desk.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I thought it was hilarious. And when when it came on the news, I was like, I have to have that card. Of course, my mom was like, you're not getting that card. So when I was old enough to get it, I got it. It's the FF error card of Billy.
Yes, sir.
89 Flair. So.
Shout out to Lou's mom. All right.
Oh, vulgar.
Greatest Hall of Famer of all time, rookie card. 81 times.
Oh.
Oh, God, yeah. Look at that. In all its glory. He's got his hair is rolling fine. He's got the fro going. It's phenomenal. So
I love it.
Got to get a little Harold in there.
I loved Harold Baines.
Yeah.
All right. This is maybe a good one to end on. Jeff, show a card that you think people are tired of hearing you talk about.
Okay. Again, I have to go with, I'm breaking the rules, but I have to go with the basketball card because I don't think in baseball cards I've shown anything more than once in my short career here on YouTube. So I have to go with a basketball card. And, I've talked a lot about probably Michael Jordan stuff, right? So I'm sure people are probably sick of hearing me talking about Michael Jordan. And I have to pull out the best Jordan card of my collection, a new card that I just picked up. But from my buddy, had this signed at Michael Jordan camp back in 1992.
Wow.
And I did a video on it. I know it's not authenticated. It's not, it's in one of my mag pros. I'm debating whether I actually bring it in or not. The back is just, the regular old card. But again, it's a legit autograph that my buddy had signed by Michael Jordan at the Michael Jordan camp in Elmhurst.
Elmhurst, Illinois. Yes, sir.
Elmhurst, Illinois, back in 1992. So he's had this card for 30-something years and ended up selling it to me recently.
Yep. I grew up about 7 blocks from where his camp was. So.
Yeah, nice.
All right, Lou.
This is my latest, biggest addition. I've shown it pretty much every live stream. But I love it. It's a dream card of mine, and it's a 49 Jackie Robinson.
Wow.
Oh my
Beautiful.
gosh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
No one should be upset with you for talking.
Yeah,
about
nobody gets sick of that.
So yeah, my boy James, he's a dealer now, and he was at the Dallas Car Show, found it ungraded. He said it looked real good. Of course, I trust my boy James, so I Venmo him the money. He bought it for me, and then he submitted it to SGC right then and there because it's the Dallas Card Show. So thanks to my boy James, Elite Hunters. He used to make videos.
Once in a while, and he's on live streams too. All right, Jason.
All right. This is the card that's probably been on my channel the most, and much like what Lou just showed, not quite as amazing as Lou's, but my 56 Mano.
Nice.
Yeah.
Card, beautiful, beautiful card. One of my
Yankees
cards.
lovers all around. Yankee lovers
Yep,
all around.
You can't go wrong with it. So I'll continue to show it quite a bit, and actually probably shown it more than the Babe Ruth that I have. So it's just a card that's been in my collection. Right before I started doing my channel, I purchased it, and it was the highlight of my collection for quite some time. So
Yeah. Iconic.
We still got some time, guys. Rapid fire, Jeff. A card that features a player with a wad of tobacco or chewing gum.
All right. Rapid fire. Chewing gum.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
That's it. Rapid fire.
Lou.
Denny Martinez rookie
yeah.
card, but it's Bob Sykes. He's won like 24 games, 200 strikeouts. It's a little unfocused, but yeah, he has a big. I think you can see the bump.
You can still see it, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, Bob Sykes.
You can see it.
this is easy for me. This is easy.
Yeah. You Nelly Fox.
Oh, good
Pull
one.
out any Nelly Fox card, and you're good to go. So 61 Nelly.
Absolutely. Show a card that's in terrible shape, Jeff.
Alex, this is more for you. It's a 53 Bowman. I don't have many
That's in
raw
terrible
cards.
shape? That's not for me.
I don't have many raw cards, and this is my lowest graded PSA card, so I just have to show it.
Oh,
But
it's okay, man.
Oh,
that's my
That's
Madeline
okay.
2.
That's in fantastic shape.
if you don't like it, I'll take it, Jeff. It's
No, I
good
love
for
it.
you.
I love it, but I don't have much raw, and I don't have anything like destroyed. I could have destroyed something right before here, so but
Just so
that's my
happens to
lowest
be the
graded
host's
card.
favorite card.
Right.
Set.
Yeah, right.
Bowman.
It's all good.
This was actually in the first blister box of baseball cards I ever bought, and every shoe box I ever had, I made sure I had it. It was always on top pile, rubber band marks and all. This Kirby Puckett. This was like in the first blister box I ever got, so
Awesome.
very meaningful to me.
Better story
Nice.
than
Jason, take us home.
This card would be in bad shape for most people, but I'm absolutely thrilled to own it and couldn't be happier with it.
Oh, yeah.
1922 E120 American Caramel Walter Johnson. Got a little
Oh,
bit of
yeah.
edge clipped off, a little stain, little rips, but it's a Walter Johnson, and I love it.
Yep,
Yeah. It's in great shape, man.
Yep,
for sure.
exactly right. That's good enough shape for me to buy it. I love it.
Yep.
So,
Yeah. I totally agree. Scott, show a card is always fun. You guys did a fantastic job. We got like half the list left, so I'll definitely like ask you guys to do a second round at some point and get to the rest of them.
right.
Lou, Jason, and Jeff, thank you guys for jumping on.
thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
All right,
Great
guys,
episode.
check out 4 Collectors at 9. We'll see you guys next Sunday night.
Jeff, stay on. I got to talk to you afterward.